and girls, men and women, whatever it is, folks, people. Welcome back to another edition of talking about Bitcoin and stuff. And in today's episode, I want to focus on actual Bitcoin and not on all the other things that are distracting people. As you can imagine, they are. On this day, we're seeing and hearing a lot of distractions about whatever happened yesterday, how is it going to impact the Bitcoin market, this and that. The answer is, folks, news, as always, is a lagging indicator, and it should bear no impact upon how you trade, because markets run according to the VEPs, right? The volatility, the entropy, the probability, and the statistics. And the bots that do most of the trading, they don't read the news, right? They read the information that's happening on the market to run their orders. Okay? People read the news, and people get influenced by the news, but that doesn't mean that the news is what makes the markets move. So if we look, for example, at the daily time frame of Bitcoin, you'll notice that it did yesterday and today. It did what I said has been happening now since June 7th, so by June 9th it was ready in progress. And what is that? Well, Bitcoin had been in a mean reversion to the 3012 RMLR. And once again, it was a perfect demonstration of how mean reversion can happen by continuing in the direction from whence they came, in this case down, for a while, and then went back up a little bit. Right? But mostly it was to the downside. And then it sloped off last week, as I said it was likely to do. And then it pumped up a little bit over the weekend. Now, if you look at lower time frames, notably on the 4-hour, but also on the daily, you'll see that right now, today, Sunday, right, it's the 14th of July, 2024, look at the chart, and you can see on the RMLR, in the charts that I posted in the Alpha Trading Discord, that the standard deviations that are away from the 1110 RMLR are pretty tight. What does that mean? Well, it means if Bitcoin continues to ride out the rest of the day where it's at, there's a pretty high probability, unless the lines repaint significantly, that the RMLR in question, the 1110 RMLR, will have its third standard deviation band to the upside hit. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that once it stops hitting that band, or going beyond it, right, once it goes below it again, for 2 candles or more, that it is very likely going to be a mean reversion in progress to the 1110 RMLR. And since the 1110 RMLR happens to be fairly close right now, at the moment, to the third band to the upside, that is the third standard deviation band to the upside of that 1110 RMLR, that mean reversion could happen fairly quickly. Why is any of this important? Well, it's important because this next week we will likely see a not insignificant move on that daily time frame. It means that we could very well see the price actually drop before bouncing back to the upside. I would not be surprised at all if that happens, in fact, to see the price just drop a little bit, go down below even last week's lows, and then pump back up, or go down near last week's lows and pump back up. It wouldn't be at all surprised. Why is that interesting? Well, if you're trading low time frames, it's interesting because you can use these pieces of information as guides, right? Guidelines to the upside and the downside. You can use the RMLR and the third band of the RMLR to the upside or the downside of any RMLR you set. You can use them as guideposts. Where to long, where to short, where to take profit. And that's why it's interesting. Of course, on the lower time frames, like the 15-minute and lower, you're going to have a lot more occurrences of opportunity than you do on the higher time frames. Just, I mean, obviously logically, right? You have more candles in a day on a 15-minute candle time frame than you do on a 4-hour time frame, right? How many 1-minute candles do you have in a day? You have 1,440. How many 4-hour candles do you have in a day? You have 6, right? So significant difference between the 1 minute and the 4-hour alone. Right? If you're trading the daily time frame, you got 1 candle a day. So you're not always going to have an occurrence of opportunity right there, where the primary indicators like volatility or entropy, right, or variance or returns oscillator, divergence plays are giving you occurrences of opportunities. What is an occurrence of opportunity? An occurrence of opportunity is an instance in which you have a good trade setup, where you see that there is likely going to be a move to one side or the other. That's what an occurrence of opportunity is. And what is the point of taking them? You take them in order to exploit the inefficiencies of the market. Anyway, so the point is, you can give yourself time to learn the VEPs in order to trade the VEPs properly. And you can do that just by going to the Alpha Trading Discord and getting free access to the indicators to learn the basics of volatility, probabilities, and statistics. And all you do for that is just go to the Discord, and the address for that, what a cute dog. The address for that is simply alphatradinghq.com/Discord. Again, that's alphatradinghq.com/Discord. Just go in that Discord, it's free. Request a support ticket or create a support ticket in the request support channel. Just click on the create a ticket buttons and just ask for the volatility starter pack, and we'll give you the indicators that you need to learn to trade volatility, probabilities, and statistics, and even a free populated chart that you can use. And the indicators and the chart work on TradingView, so obviously you have to have a TradingView account. You can even have a free one. There's a working hack that still works. It's not really a hack, it's a workaround. It still works for you to be able to use all the indicators in a couple of different charts. But if you have a paid account on TradingView, it's better because you can have more indicators on your chart at once. In any case, you can learn to do that. It's all for free. Free educational information, free tutorials, free documentation, access to the chat with all the real traders who use this stuff every day, and of course access to the Discords, live streams that we do Monday through Friday starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, and they typically run about an hour and a half. And that's it for now, so happy trading.